XFE 20 in our first fight of the evening. A little reshuffling here. Ryan Palico along with my man.
That's Ron Christian.
Ron Christian, the first fight of the evening, pitches Matthew Koch against Albert Aguayo, correct?
That's of course correct.
Here we are.
We're shaking out just like the fighters are.
Remember us. Just wait until the second round. For us, we're knocking it down one fight after the next. So tonight, XFE 20 here, Harris, Philadelphia. We got a stacked card. We have 12 fights tonight, and it's going to be outstanding.
We've got a number of exceedingly interesting matches. Victor Bensicami has done a super job of matchmaking. He's got the knack for looking at fighters, looking at their styles, see how they combine, and putting on good shows.
You know, and in the workplace, often it's there's no replace for experience, and he's got the experience. He's been working with these guys. He knows these fighters, so he knows the best matches that are going to make the best fights.
Fighting out of the blue corner, Matthew Koch. The red corner.
Sorry for that delay. Here coming out next is Albert Aguayo, 145-pound amateur. In our first fight of the evening.
Albert Aguayo coming to us from Brooklyn MMA, Brooklyn, New York. We've got a lot of very nice fighters out of the New York area down to XFE. We're right here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a hotbed of MMA activity.
Absolutely. How much does it say about the promotion, Dave Film and everybody at XFE, that they make the trip all the way from New York to come down here to fight in what is a big MMA show?
We get some of the top-notch fighters going from New England all the way down to Virginia, and we'll get fighters from the Midwest and the West Coast. So very clearly these guys have established themselves exceedingly well in the business of MMA.
And we've also seen, last time we had two New York schools pitted against each other, which was super exciting.
Yeah.
We had one side of the city against the other. So, you know, it's not easy to get on the card here at XFE. They're taking the top of the top market fighters.
A lot of young, excellent fighters. We're just about ready for fight number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, weighing 149 pounds, representing Team Defiant and fighting from Aguayo, Pennsylvania, Matthew Koch. And weighing 152 pounds, representing Brooklyn Mixed Martial Arts.
Here we go, XFE 20. There's that single leg takedown attempt.
Some good work against the cage.
Absolutely, we got Koch there, pushing Aguayo against the cage. Oh, a big knee right there. That connected.
And the right hand did too.
Excellent work by Koch with the clinch.
He's staying busy, doing damage. Both jockeying for position, though. Somebody's going to get a chance.
Oh, and a huge takedown there by Aguayo, and it looks like he is gunning out to the rear naked choke. I can't see if he's got it in. He's got both legs in.
Well, he may have that.
They have their back to us now. I cannot see if that choke's in, but if this choke is in, this fight could be over quick. He's squeezing. This is Albertico Aguayo, 145-pound amateur with the dominant position right now. He's got both legs in. He's got the back of Matthew Koch.
Koch came out and dominated some of the action early, but then with the takedown and he gave up his back. Oh, I think he's going to sneak out the back door.
Well, he's going to try to get out the back door, but what Aguayo's probably going to try to do is transition to an armbar if he can stay on, but he does not have that arm.
Got too high.
Any longer.
He got too high. Although he's holding on.
Well, there is a way to get a triangle choke here. It's a pretty high-level jiu-jitsu move. They can do an inverted triangle, but that's going to be difficult for Aguayo to get. Koch has got to try to kind of shake him off, dump him off, and then get out the back door.
Yeah, Koch has to shake, and I think he's going to make it. He did. So that's Koch in the dominant position now.
And you can already kind of see the styles here. Koch is looking to strike. He wants to throw every punch that he can. And Aguayo had that big takedown and was looking for submissions. Let's see if styles play out here.
And while Koch is the striker, he also did a very fine job of fighting off that rear naked choke and getting the reversal. And now they're neutral.
Oh, and maybe the bell played a role there. But action-packed round number 1 here tonight. Oof.
So that was a real good matchup of action. Koch came out, dominated action early, some good knees, good blows, taken to the mat, gave up his back very quickly, looked like he was in trouble. Aguayo looked like he was going to perhaps end the fight in the first round, and he got too high. Koch gets out and was doing well at the end. A hard round to score.
Definitely a tough round to score, but you do see that a lot in the amateurs. You know, that first dominant position, that first submission can be the fight. And it can be that in the pros too. It's not just in the amateurs, but you know, 2 game fighters here. Great job by Koch getting out of that choke and a tough takedown by Aguayo. So let's see what round 2 brings us.
Just a reminder, these are 3 2-minute rounds. And Brian, talk to us just a little bit about the difference in rules between the amateurs and the pros.
Amateur and professionals, the rules do vary. These are obviously the amateurs, the up-and-coming fighters. They will have shin pads on. That's for the fighter's protection. Different rules vary by state. You see they are wearing the 4-ounce MMA gloves. This is similar to the ones they wear in the pros. Big uppercut here, excuse me, folks. These guys are throwing. They're throwing hard.
Aguayo was landing hard.
Continuing on the rules there are no head kicks allowed in this, and on the ground, the biggest difference of the amateur and the pros, when you're on the ground, in the amateurs, you are not allowed to strike to the head. Punches to the face and the head are illegal, and the pros, that's ground and pound, that is allowed. There is a new rule that if you have over 4 amateur fights, you can do that, and that's the only difference now. But most of these amateurs are not at that point yet.
Good knee to the body by Aguayo. And by the way, that rule doesn't go into effect. It goes up to the commission in 3 weeks for the advanced amateurs.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Aguayo doing much better with his fists in this round than he did in the last round.
And Koch having some decent head movement there. Both guys well trained. And both guys have connected. There's that right. That seems to be, that's the punch of Koch, that overhand right. Setting it up with a jab, then boom to the overhand.
He landed it, but not to effect. Aguayo handled it.
And this is the thing with the amateurs as well in all fights. Now you see Aguayo is in the mount position. He's in the dominant position. This is major points. In the sport of MMA, that is considered the most dominant position. We're looking to sweep out. Got good hip there. Good hip control there by Alberto Aguayo.
But Koch is an elusive guy when he's on the bottom. And look at here, I think he's going to get another escape, maybe a reversal.
And Koch was in that position before and he got out. And this is the second time he was in a tough position, he got out. And that speaks volumes to me as a young fighter. They're not giving up when they get that first bad position.
Better watch the guillotine there. But
well, he can do a few different chokes he could go to there. There's an anaconda choke, but he's transitioned. He's got his back again now. And it looks to be that the grappling may be the edge of Aguayo. But if Koch connects on another one of those overhand rights, it could end in a second.
It certainly looks like it could, but they both were doing good punching. That's the end of round number 2.
And while we're here tonight, we'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors of XFB, Inside Out Training, training in Krav Maga, Muay Thai boxing, strength and conditioning coaching. They are located in room all 4.
We have got a replay coming up. Let's watch some of this action. And Aguayo did a heck of a job with his fist, too, even though he took the right hand. That's Aguayo with the red insignia on his back. Aguayo to the right.
There's that overhand by Koch. I mean, he was connecting with that. He did a nice job with that punch. That was his best punch of the fight. But I have to say, Aguayo is ahead in this one right now due to the grappling positions.
And he did a good job with his punching, too. And when he took those 2 hard right hands, by the way, he took them well.
He did. Did a very good job.
Talking about collisions, we've got Rocco Collision as one of our sponsors. And that was a nice first round collision of that right hand with Aguayo's chin.
For all your collision and body needs, Rocco Collision, they're the ones you call.
Top notch. Round number 3, third and final round.
Our first fight of the evening here in Paris, Philadelphia.
Camera on Aguayo. Aguayo missing with his shots, but he's out there being more aggressive again.
We're seeing some trouble here. He's beating some punches there. He's got to move the head.
Caught you.
Yes, Aguayo had some nice punches there. Let's see. He's done well on the takedowns. Let's see what happens here.
Aguayo with the whizzer in.
Whizzer in. favorite techniques. And this is interesting now. See Koch pushing against the cage there. I think Aguayo may have lost a little bit of gas throwing that flurry.
You can understand it. Matt Koch from Quarryville, Pennsylvania against Brooklyn's own Albertico Aguayo. Aguayo is back against the cage right now.
You know, we always talk about how hard these fights are to score, and Koch is really now going to give it to the judges. If he can pull this round out, it's going to make it a little more difficult.
Hasn't thus far, though.
Let's see, now he's got his back against the fence. He's going to want to try to get off the fence there, make a frame, and get his back off. That same overhand right comes again.
They're both gashed, as you might understand, but Aguayo looks the fresher of the two to me.
He does. The inside leg trip there would be a smart move by Aguayo if he could stick his left leg and pull the right leg out of Koch, bring him right down. He seemed to be. There's a knee to the thigh.
That's what you want to see, a fighter inflicting damage wherever they can inflict the damage, consistently putting hurt on his opponent.
And those shots do add up. I know we're in the third round here, but not only do they score points, but they take a little bit of the meter down on your opponent. So
hurts me just seeing it.
I can give you one here.
But fantastic.
We can work that out.
Well, I'll take a little sympathy pain for these guys.
Okay, I'll do it. But good first fight tonight. Both guys coming ready. A little foot stomp there. A foot stomp. That's a interesting technique. Reminds me of the Pride days.
And I'll be darned. Koch gets the takedown.
Koch gets the takedown. So that, and then the reversal there. Ooh, nice uppercut. Missed on that punch. And that's the fight right there. Fight number one.
Good fight.
Good fight. Could go either way. I think I'd have to go with Aguayo. I think that he achieved the dominant position more than Koch. Striking was pretty evening, but maybe the edge of Aguayo. So I think we'll see it.
Unofficially, our decision doesn't mean anything, but Aguayo certainly had the clearest domination. He had round number 2 just completely wrapped up. You could argue about the other rounds, but I think he wins.
What I liked most about that fight was seeing Koch get in the position to get out of the tough positions. You know, you see these fighters. How good are these amateurs getting?
It's the beauty of MMA that there is so much young talent out there. Just so much young talent. And again, we get some of the best of that young talent from all the way from Brooklyn, New York, down to the Virginias. We've got fighters from Indiana on the card tonight. So we've got a wide area of talent.
Absolutely. They are not just local fighters. One of our main events had a fighter from California 2 or 3 fights ago. So they come from all over. And David Feldman and all of XFE, they are connected with the talent across the country.
Well, we're waiting for the decision right now. Camera is on Albertico Aguayo. He is the guy that we have unofficially labeled the winner in this fight. I don't know that
we could be wrong. This is not a guarantee. We've seen it before.
No guarantees. And we're ready to turn this over to Hugo Immediato.
Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges score the fight 30-27. The winner by unanimous decision goes to the blue corner.
So all 3 judges gave Aguayo all 3 rounds. And you could have easily given one of those rounds to Matthew Koch.
Matthew Koch did a good job there.
But you certainly can't argue with that decision.
No argument there on the decision, but a good first fight.
Well, we've got our sea legs under us again. I can maybe predict the right fighter is coming into the cage. I'll give it a shot.
That's all we need is a little warm-up time, and we are good to go.
That's Albertico Aguayo.
So we've got fight number 2 coming up. It's Derek Bradley versus Jared Patterson.
Derek Bradley being a young man that we've seen several times.